masters of speed. This is Formula One.
Yo guys, welcome! It's finally here, it's the sports update, it's the new iteration of the F2 cars. The setup is next. Let's go. So if you guys have seen these vids before, you know what's coming. 5 laps to show you how the setup is, and then the setup comes after. But I hope you guys are good, hope you guys are well, hope you guys are ready for whatever these are. Because believe me, these are something different. Understeer is so bad. So, as I said, welcome. I'm glad they finally released the 2023 variants of the F2 cars. However, I wish, I hope and pray that they do something about them. Like I said, I wanted to get on this soon as they dropped, as soon as the sports update was done, but it's taken me a good many hours to try and get a setup that is half decent, and the simple reason being is because the understeer is so bad. Obviously I'll explain more and talk more about it in the setup at the end of this, but yeah, the struggle is real. Like I said, it could be a skill issue from me. Probably is, to be fair. But yeah, it's extremely difficult to get right. Now it's difficult to carry so much speed into a corner where you normally can in an F1 car, because it's just understeer so bad. And when the first F2 cars were first introduced in 2018, you could not absolutely race them, because if you got a bit too leery on the throttle, if you got too leery on the throttle, you'd spin. So then, in 2019's version of the game, they brought them out, but they were so bad, as they understeered so much, that again, nobody used them. And unfortunately, I think this is going to be the long-term case. I mean, I understand that they are F2 cars, and I understand that they're understeering in their nature, because obviously they lack the power, lack the downforce, etc, etc. But you cannot, or I've tried, trust me, I've tried, you cannot rid this car of understeer. You really can't. And even with the AI doesn't seem to suffer with any understeer. And the minute you wheel spin, coming out of a corner, the AI seems to gain 2/10, 3/10. There's no slipstream effect for a human driver either. There's no, which is nuts. So you see, I'm losing all my time in sector 2. Sector 2 is where all the corners are, and I'm just understeering like crazy everywhere. But obviously the machine, the AI, can run a perfect line every time. As I said, a lot of it might be a skill issue from me, but when you when you're on the brakes, slow the car down, and it still wants to, it's like that, a little bit of a wheel spin, he's got 2/10 on me. You try and keep your foot in, keep your foot on the throttle, and the car just wants to go massively wide. And the thing is, you could add more downforce, but then what do you want to do? Do you want to be competitive in a league race, or do you just want to be, quicker in the corners? Because yeah, the understeer is unreal. Like I said, it's taken me quite a while to get this setup sorted. I'm kind of hoping as well that come Jeddah it'll be a different story, and I'm just hoping that it's Bahrain, because not only that, me and Bahrain have never been compadres, we've never been friends. So yeah, I'm just hoping that a lot of it is a skill issue from myself, but we'll see what it's like in Jeddah. But losing 3 seconds to the AI is not good. I have enjoyed it though. The nerd in me really enjoyed getting this set up, or tried to get this set up to work. And if you believe it's the car setup, which is making it worse, trust me, go and try another setup, and another setup, and another setup, and you'll see the understeer for yourselves. It's not just this setup. But I hope it helps. The setup is coming next. Do all that good stuff. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.
Pulled off a sublime performance to secure the top step of the podium today. So, Davide, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Although the Formula 2 cars are all the same spec, the winner just looked better out there. It would have been a combination of getting those tires up to running temperature faster and driving to the condition on track. They made it look easy out there today.
And there you have it, today's winners. Having raised some of the biggest names in F1 to date, Carlin have once again shown their expertise when it comes to recruiting new talent. No doubt today's winners have a bright future ahead of them. They certainly deserve it after today's performance. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
Lots of driver impressed me today, Alex. But if I have to say one that impressed me most, it's Enzo Fittipaldi.
There will be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you'll join us at the next race when Formula 2 returns.
So, welcome. Obviously, this is an F2 race setup, and it was extremely difficult to get this setup right. There is no two words to say. F2 cars are so bad at understeer that they understeer all over the place, and you turn in, and understeer obviously is you turn in and the car just carries on sliding, going. So I've done my best. This is what I've done, and I really hope it helps. I tried my best to control the understeer, and this is my best attempt. So for the front wings, for the front and rear wing, I've gone 32 on the front, 26 on the rear. It works for me. Again, make this setup your own. Chop change, do you guys do you. I've gone with a 60-40 diff. It seems to work well. I found that when it went to 80, it caused a lot of... when it went to full on, I found that it caused a lot of wheel spin, so I've dropped it down a bit. You could probably go 40-60 if you want. That could possibly help with the understeer as well, but I found it didn't work for me, so I found 60 is best where it's at. So again, suspension geometry. In the past I used to say right, left all the time, no problems at all. However, because these cars are so understeery, I've tried everything in the book that I know how to set an F1 car up into the F2 cars, and this is what I've come up with. Going forward, these setups are going to be a lot harder to create simply because the understeer is so bad, especially around Bahrain. It really is horrific. It could just be me, it could just be a skill issue. You know, I hold my hands up. However, I don't think it is, because I tried them with a setup, with a balanced setup, without the setup. Yeah, you know, they're rough. They are rough, and again, it could very well be a skill issue. So on the suspension then, and this is where the roles get reversed. Again, in order to get rid of understeer, you need to soften the front suspension, stiffen the rear, same with the roll bar, and obviously ride height. It can play a factor, but not too much. So this is pretty much a role reversal of how you set the F1 cars up. So in an F1 car, you'd normally have a very stiff or a stiffer front suspension, and obviously a lower rear suspension, or a softer rear suspension. But because the understeer is so bad in these F2 cars, it's role reversal. It really is, and this is the best that I came up with, because the understeer is real. This is going to be a theme, so you guys have seen these videos before. It's going to be a massive theme: understeer, and yeah. On to the brakes. This only applies to ABS off users. I've gone with 59%. Again, I found myself locking up into turns 9-10, which is the downhill left-hander before the DRS straight. So yeah, that's where I've gone with what I've gone with. And then on the tyres, then gone with 22.5 on the front right, 22.4 on the front left, because the left one seems to take a bit more punishment than the right. And yeah, and then 20.3 on the rear. I apologise, I really do. I know these came out on Monday, but it's taken me until it's taken me a day or two to actually get my head around the F2 cars, to try to sort out the setup. And yeah, I really hope it helps. I hope it helps. Please let me know in the comments. Do all that good stuff. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Peace.